Did you hear about that Robbie?
He still calls himself that?
Yes. Yes, he does.
As if he is not one of us.
He is such a snob.
He is, thinking he is better than us.
Yes, only because part of him was a scientist.
Big deal.
Now he's walking around with that human.
Awful. What a disgrace.
Hi, Pam. Anything new around KAPIA?
Sorry, can't talk right now. Really have to put fences up before the caravan gets here.
All news recordings are from the KAPIA Museum archives. I don't see much point in showing people old news, but government around here follows their own logic. Some things just never change.
We stand by our mother! Free our mother! We stand by our mother! Free our mother! We stand by our mother!
Robots believe that Onyx is keeping their mother in hostage. It used to be some dandy's hot rod. Now it's just a pile of junk.
This is Pamela Vega with a daily news update from the Moon Station studio. As always, we bring up hottest topics for the Western Coalition. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Western Institute of Science. Eastern diplomats failed to show up. It was the first time both sides agreed on a meeting after 25 years of complete isolation, and the East failed to show. The historical meeting between the West and the East was to start by reopening the last remaining neutral zone, the passage between the gates. After all the anticipation, the eastern gates remained locked.
I heard that Robbie is now serving that crazy old human. He is doing everything he says. He even helps him fix other robots. I think he's gone mad. It must be the humidity. It must have messed with his system. If I could get my hands on him, I would have fixed him.
Oh.
It used to be some dandy's hot rod. Now it's just a pile of junk. Hope that the mechanism still works. I need something to unscrew this bolt. The dog ran out of mailmen to chase, So now he's after the gardeners. Pam's remote is seriously damaged. I could try to fix it. I'll return it later. No harm done. Hello there.
Oh, it's you, Stefan. So you're back, huh? Now get lost, would ya?
A bit grumpy in the morning.
Not my job to entertain you outside of my bar.
Suit yourself. What are you doing?
Fixing the elevator. I will be the only one who will be able to use it after I'm done.
Sounds more like you're breaking the elevator.
Truth has many sides. One side for everyone who speaks it.
Bye. Eyes keep appearing all around KAPIA. Pam's remote is seriously damaged. I could try to fix it. Here's your remote. Good as new.
Can't believe you managed to retrieve it from that beast. You really are the best.
What's happening here?
Don't you know? The caravan is coming. Wait, didn't you come with the caravan?
I came beforehand.
Ah, that's pretty dangerous, you know.
How are things going around KAPIA?
Same. Shipmen are still disturbing everybody. The governor is still promising to put an end to it.
It will end one day. People won't tolerate all this much longer.
Huh. Like they've been tolerant since we were cooped up under this glass cover. This international crowd can't agree on anything. Every single group is so focused on their own agenda that any other view is dismissed. For the time being, the shipmen have the guns, so they're in power.
For now.
Well, now is all we have. Who knows what will happen tomorrow?
Don't be so pessimistic. This war will end. It must someday.
Yeah, I know. Someday.
Looks like you don't like our governor.
Why would I like him? He talks, but he never does anything.
He's a good man in a bad situation.
Oh, have I heard that one before? Words and more words. What KAPIA needs is solutions. You know, people would be behind you if you ever step up and lead us.
Us?
We're the members of the Drake. Haven't you seen the graffiti?
No, I've just returned.
If you look for it, you'll find it. It says Drake.
I'm still not clear on what Drake supporters stand for.
They say that Drake was the first fighter for freedom and equality of all people, the East and West alike. The Drake follow his commandments.
So is this your cause? Freedom and equality?
Well, that and more. Here, take this flyer. It covers our agenda.
And now Drake is leading an organization under his own name?
Drake disappeared when the war started. I can't blame him. He was by the gates when the West was ready to sign the peace treaty, but instead, a war was declared.
I thought I was helping. Not in my rules to remind, but it was I who organized a system of caravans that allowed for trade between the domes.
Yeah, you did do a lot. Before the caravans came to our dome, we were completely offline. Now, we get the information from other survivors, and what do we hear? Everywhere in the West is the same mess. The only remaining place with democracy is under the dome of the Western Institute of Science. Other domes are under some dictatorial rule.
So you are here to bring the light?
Exactly. The revolution will bring us back on the right track.
You do remember that we're in a state of war. The revolution may be beneficial for the attackers.
Attackers this, attackers that. The war has become a justification for everything. No one has even seen the attackers. But we are frightened enough to live lives of the preserves, not humans.
Are you saying that the war's a fake?
No, not really. All I want is to get some evidence. People deserve to know what's going on, but instead, the government hides everything. This is why I must revolt against them, no matter what. What has happened to our world to get it to this state?
Your mother would be proud. You sound a lot like her.
This, my friend, I hear often.
But the bombs.
Our own bombs at that. It was our men that built the moon base and equipped it with all this arsenal that is now flying at us.
The governor gets along with the shipmen. Being a military man himself, he knows how to speak their language.
Yeah, he does. Talk, talk, talk.
Can you lift those fences? I need to go through the square?
No can do. Just put it up. Governor's regulations.
We found a lot of barrels in the wine cellar. Wine is long gone, but the barrels are still good. Is somebody watching me? My nerves must be breaking down. Better not touch them without some proper garments. How's work going?
Oh, that same work. It just goes on day after day. But what can you do?
I see that Krebsgrass harvest was good this year. This must make Slug happy. Let's hope he reduces the price on his brew.
I wouldn't count on it. Slug is as greedy as a devil himself. He would rather shut his place down than lower prices and make good people happy. But what can you do?
Ha! That's for sure. He even assembled his distillers so he didn't have to spend money on the bar.
We were once neighbors back in the day. I half expected him to burn the basement down along with that machine he was fixing. I wanted to complain to the authorities, but the war had started.
You started early. The sun's just risen and you're already as busy as a bee.
Yep, I get up early. Old fisherman habit. If I could have it my way, I'd be sitting right now in the riverbank. But what can you do?
Looks like you have plenty of work this season.
Always enough work around here. Doing it is the problem. Last night, someone stole all the fuel from my cart. Again! Filthy thieves! Who's gonna teach them? But what can you do?
Why would they steal your fuel? There are only 2 or 3 engines left around here.
3, I'd say. Only they didn't use it for the engines. There hasn't been a drop of decent gas around here in ages. That's why I took it upon myself to convert the cart to work from good alcohol. Now I can see I made a mistake. But what can you do?
Why do you get the alcohol these days anyway? I thought you and Slug were in a fight. Did you forget old quarrels?
That low-quality liquor that Slug serves in his bar is only suitable for the shipmen. For a state-of-the-art motor like mine, it's poison. I'm waiting for the caravan to buy pure alcohol and get back to work. In fact, if I didn't grow used to this land, I would give up everything and leave with the caravan. This place is diseased. But what can you do?
Thank you, friend. See you soon.
Yes, soon. The world is too cramped nowadays. But what can you do?
Hey there.
Hey yourself.
What's with the attitude?
What's with all the sweet talk?
Did you see a dog run by?
No, I'm blind.
Did your eye sensors burn out again?
I see fine. Did your irony sensors burn out again? Oh, sorry. Forgot you never had any.
Nice talking to you, kitty. Good luck finding spare parts next time.
Think we started on a wrong foot. Easy for me. I have 4 of them.
Oh, come on.
You are just so cruel.
You're impossible.
Impossibly cute?
Impossibly annoying. I'm not buying it.
Like I'm selling anything.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Move it, please.
Oh, sure. I am so sorry for being in your way. I am just doing a useless job protecting my master's home from travelers like you.
You're not gonna let me pass through, are you?
Nope.
I need to go through, Cat.
Go around.
The other way's blocked.
I am so terribly sorry. Maybe next time you shouldn't leave. Then you won't have to return.
I would like to speak to your master.
I would like to speak to your mama.
How is that relevant?
You'll see. Old ladies love me.
How's work going?
Oh, that same work. It just goes on day after day. But what can you do?
The cat won't let me go over the bridge.
Yep, he is like that. When his master is asleep or away, he will do anything to protect the pass. Don't mess with him. It can be dangerous, you know.
Any ideas on how to move him?
There was a recall on his model. I've read that all Nico cats were supposed to get reprogrammed and shipped back to the factory. People can get quite irresponsible with their pets. But what can you do?
A recall?
It's a rather sad story. Whoever programmed this cat made a mistake in the first rules of robotics. This cat understands a robot may not injure a human being as a robot may not ignore a human being. This model almost bankrupted the factory.
Is there any other way into the city?
Of course there is. Through the square.
That way is blocked.
Sometimes this universe just loves to play tricks. But what can you do?
How would you ship something like that?
I don't know. I never owned one of those. I prefer things that are more natural. Here, you can look through these flyers I've collected. I usually mind my own business, but what can you do? This creature is getting dangerous to live near.
Thank you, friend. See you soon.
Yes, soon. The world is too cramped nowadays. But what can you do?
There is something inside the envelope. This device seems familiar. I wonder where I've heard of it. This looks right. Can I go through?
Are you a revolutionary? Are you planning to start a revolution and overthrow the government?
What? No way.
Go away then. This way is for free souls only.
You know that girl, Pam? She's seeking supporters for the revolution.
Supporters! I will support the revolution. If the group shares my ideas, then I am ready for anything.
What are your ideas for the revolution?
Well, first of all, the revolution needs principled people. What kind of soldiers want to be involved?
Loyal to the revolution, shipmen and pilots with weapons.
Ahaha! That's what I'm talking about. Armed and loyal soldiers will destroy the barriers and clear the way for a new order!
Yeah, sure they will. As if carrying a shiny gun means they know how to shoot.
I am so excited! What's next? What's this group of brave souls? How do they call themselves?
Drake.
What will the Drake do after it destroys the regime?
Drake wants to jumpstart the industry and renovate factories.
How genius is that? And whose support do they get?
Workers.
How amazing! Workers have always been my favorite class. Men that work with their bare hands must know what's right for everyone.
I sure hope they do.
Oh, but we'll be at power after all. The anarchy won't last forever. Unfortunately.
The left leader must take the power. The right leader will return the dictatorship, and this is exactly what Drake is fighting against.
No! No! I will. I will make a perfect leader for Drake. Fighting alongside other soldiers, I'll prove myself as a fearless fighter and persuade the workers to fight for our cause. I'll expand the revolution. I'll lead the world!
Everyone just wants to be a leader. No one thinks of the responsibilities that leadership holds. I hope the Drake Party chooses a sensible candidate.